When it comes to social media marketing, it's more important to understand the context in which you're using a social media channel than sometimes the content that you're sharing. So today we're going to talk about the different contexts that the popular social media platforms of the world work best in. So Facebook is arguably the largest social media platform that exists today. Daily, they have over 1 billion active users that are all constantly communicating and engaging with each other throughout the day. In addition to P2P or person-to-person engagement, there's tons of businesses that are using Facebook to target their customers as well. So it's a heavily saturated market, but it is very effective because of the tools that Facebook has created for marketers. So the Facebook Business Manager is an awesome tool that I would recommend to any entrepreneur that's using Facebook as their social media marketing platform of choice. The tool allows you to target your customer all the way down to their zip code, their favorite shoes, the shows that they watch, and the list goes on and on. And all of that data comes from the customers themselves, and it's constantly being updated and changed as customers grow and interact on the platform. Now, Facebook is starting to skew a little older than it initially started, which was college students, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a lot of your customer base from Facebook because the age range of people that interact on the platform is huge. Now, Instagram, which is also owned by Facebook and actually benefits from a lot of Facebook's tools as far as the business marketing manager, is really great in terms of engagement. It's a social media platform that has the highest engagement rates of any platform that exists today. So tons of people are constantly viewing, clicking, and sharing content on the platform. Now, the context here with Instagram is that it's all visual. They are starting to branch off into videos, but their main focus has always been visual content. And so that's the type of content that's going to reign supreme here. Now, they've introduced new features like Instagram stories as well as video content, so IGTV, but all of that is really coming down to informing the customer or entertaining the customer. So if you think about the content that you love on Instagram as a user, you're probably looking at content from your friends, from influencers that you admire, or something that's informing you in a way that you wouldn't have known before. So again, visual is key here, but across those 3 things, Instagram is super successful in engaging your customers. It's also really important to understand when Instagram is often used. For whatever reason, Instagram is one of the most popular tools for early in the day browsing. It's the social media platform that's used first and foremost by most consumers. So they wake up in the morning, they get on Instagram. In the later evening, Instagram is not as popular unless a customer is out and excited and kind of sharing their life at that moment. And so at that time of day, they aren't necessarily engaging. So if you want to really catch customers and get them interested in clicking through your engagement of visuals, you want to use Instagram in the morning. Now, YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine behind Google. It has tons of content. And the key here is that YouTube videos are great for entertaining or for educating. Now, there are time limits to how long videos can be, but outside of that, the world is wide open in the form of YouTube videos. Now, there are a lot of people that are making a lot of money on YouTube, and they're not just doing it by the content that they're making, but also their engagement with brands that are using them as a marketing platform. So as an entrepreneur, there's 2 ways that you can use YouTube as a tool. The first is to create your own content and do the 2 things I mentioned. Entertain your users with something that's engaging, or create content that teaches them or informs them on something that they care about. The other way to use YouTube is to partner with influencers and have them share or promote content on your behalf. Now, LinkedIn is all about the professional business setting. It has tons of working business professionals engaging every day on topics that are specific to more business-to-business interactions. Now, LinkedIn is a great tool for marketing, which is contrary to popular belief. And there are a lot of people that are using this tool, both from an ad standpoint as well as one-on-one, by messaging people that they can partner with or businesses that they believe they can add value. Now, just as in the business world, on LinkedIn, relationships do matter. So it isn't as easy to just get someone off of a cold call or a message that came out of nowhere. So you want to use the tool to network and build relationships and grow your brand organically from there. Also, sharing content from your business standpoint. So your progress, as well as your business strategy, or maybe some wins that you've had as a business, all of that is relevant to LinkedIn. So you don't necessarily have to position yourself as a creator of content, but you can engage with your customers on LinkedIn. Now, Reddit is a weird one. It's a super popular platform and it has tons of engagement, and their users are very loyal. So you can't just show up, put up a post, and have it link back to your site. With Reddit, it's really important that you show up, that you're relevant, and that you're really engaged. That's the only way to really be successful in Reddit. It's a very tight-knit community, and once you've kind of cracked the nut, you're able to really unlock the value of the platform. But as a social media strategist, I wouldn't choose this platform first, but maybe as a longer-term goal. Now, Snapchat's interesting. They have a lot of users, mostly young teenagers to be exact, and the content is fleeting. It disappears after 15 seconds. So it's really important to understand that whatever content you put on this platform is going to disappear. That being said, there is a huge entertainment element with Snapchat, and it can be used to promote your business as long as you're ready and willing to constantly put content on the platform so that your customers are always engaged, and after they've watched that 15-second video, they can expect another one in the short term. Now, Pinterest is a very interesting tool. Number one, it's a visual tool, much like Instagram, and so there's a lot of engagement when it comes to finding, searching, and saving content for later use. But also 81% of their customer base are women. And so if your goal is to reach women with your product or service, Pinterest is going to be one of the main tools that you can use. Now, again, with engagement, it comes down to sharing content. So as a business, you can use Pinterest to promote your own content by creating your own page, posting links to your own content on the site, or you can partner with influencers or people that post on your behalf and will speak to your content for you on the platform. Now, Medium is a blogging platform, and so this is great for really long-form blog posts. It's also great because it's content-rich. So as people are searching on Google, they're going to find links to Medium, as well as within Medium itself, there's tons of ways and hashtags that are used to link content together so you can find relevant information. Now, just because it's long form doesn't mean you want to make your content too long, because at the end of the day, you want your content to be easily consumed. And so Medium does a really great thing where it actually measures out how long it'll take the customer to read through your content. So you don't want it to be in the 10 to 15 minute range. 5 to 7 is the sweet spot here. Now with Quora, the name of the game is questions. And it offers a really great opportunity for you as a business to engage with people that are actually looking for answers that you could provide. Now, you don't want it to be as blatant as my product or service is a solution, go here to learn more, but you can offer very thoughtful, informative information, long form, that really helps break down, one, the answer to your customer's question at its core, but also how your product or service can serve as a solution. There are a lot of businesses that do this today, but there aren't exactly platforms that enable you to quickly and easily post on Quora. So this can become a long and tedious strategy. but it has worked, and it's something that we should think about. And lastly, Twitter. Now, Twitter is great when it comes to short, quick insights that you can share broadly with the number of followers that you have. Now, with Twitter, you have to remember content is 140 characters or less. So if you have longer content, it probably makes more sense to link to it on Medium or another platform that allows longer form content. Now, Twitter has also grown to be an entertainment platform as well as a way for customers to engage on a personal level with a brand. Now, that's not to say that you can't share your content there, but more often than not, Twitter is used as a communication tool. It allows that two-way conversation that you would get in the human space online. Now, I would encourage you to use Twitter to do all of the above, to entertain, to engage with your customers, to share content. But remember, it's real time, so you want to make sure that when you're saying something, you're really thoughtful about what you're saying, because at any moment, the wrong tweet that doesn't consider context or what's going on in the world could backfire.